Hey, welcome big to My Life on a Budget. Today, y'all, is Friday, November the 8th. Your girl is officially off of work, finally, and I am in the middle of some videos, okay? In this particular video, we just got paid yesterday, so we want to do our bi-weekly paycheck budget. At this point, it's really weekly because we're getting paid every week, but it's bi-weekly because it's bi-weekly each one of our checks. Okay, anyways, if you want to go ahead and set up the first bill pay check for bill pay check budget for the week, for the first week in November, our first paycheck, then stay tuned. So boom, y'all stay tuned, and clearly that means you want to go ahead and set stuff up with your girl. Okay, this first things first, let's get the pleasantries out of the way. Now I already know how that goes. Hey, welcome back to any out of my returning budget ladies. I'm so glad y'all decided to come by and chill with your girl. Y'all already know it is love as far as you guys are concerned. Now, if y'all new here, then hey, welcome. If you enjoy the video, please do not forget to hit that like button for me. I definitely appreciate it if you hit the like button for me. Definitely does help my channel out, and I appreciate it so bad, okay? Yeah, if you hear the date of November the 8th, then I've been doing a lot of videos. I've literally been doing so many videos today, it's not even funny, y'all. It's not even funny. Yeah, so let's talk about it. We got some new stuff. Let's move some stuff out. I had to change. Last month, we did this particular one. Okay, I made this particular paycheck budget. It had everything that I wanted on there so far, but as I was using it, I've realized I need a couple of things. I realized that number one, my bills, sometimes I need more room than the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 little things I put right here, and I was tired of like putting 2 on each line. It makes it look very jumbled up. So I kind of changed that. And then I also wanted to move my variable expenses to another folder. To another page. So we moved our cash envelopes to its own page, and we'll be doing the paycheck budget in this particular page, okay? So every time we do it, we'll have 2 pages now. We'll do our budget, we'll do our cash envelopes, and then we'll do our bank notes that we're going to need to get from the bank, and then we will do our cash breakdown teller slip that we're going to be getting from the bank as well, okay? So hopefully this will work out for you guys. A lot of this stuff is changing, like I said, for the month of November, because this stuff I normally am doing in the background, but I think that I'm gonna just do it with you guys just because that's part of what I'm doing to budget. So we're gonna use it. So we have a new bank note situation. We're also adding, instead of just variable expenses, we're also gonna have sinking cash funds that we're going to be adding as well. Sinking funds for our car maintenance, emergency funds, and things of that nature. So we'll converse about all of the changes that we're going to be making, okay, for the month of November. But first things first, let's start off with our weekly budget, okay? Now, this particular week, we're going to be budgeting for the paycheck of 11/7, the one that we just got paid. So 11/07/24 is what we'll put there. Let me make sure you guys can see. Yeah, okay. So this particular month, this particular paycheck, we're gonna budget about, for my calculations, I'm gonna be budgeting about $1,735. Now, again, the amount will change back and forth because this is not the correct amount that we actually get paid. It's just the amount that we're going to be budgeting. The other thing is I'm not going to be talking to you guys about any of my tithes and offerings that I'm doing for worship. So that won't be in the income either. It is on here, but it's because I use it for my personal page when I'm actually doing my budget that's in my binder. But for the sake of this video, I will not be putting that information on there, okay? So so that everybody can understand that, okay? The other thing is we're working with $1,735 to pay bills and to cash stuff. Okay, again, that total is not the right total, but it doesn't matter because that's just how much money we're going to be using. It may fluctuate up and down. All right, so let's talk about it. Now, before we even move on, you know we're going to be moving money for our mortgage, so it's going to be paid the third part of our mortgage. We're moving it over for the month of November, which is the 15th when it's due. And what date did we do that? That was when we got paid, which was yesterday. Okay, the amount that we're going to be leaving in our bank is going to be $643.50. We're going to be leaving that in our bank. And again, of course, we split it up into 4 because we get paid 4 times. And that's just going to make it much more easier, I feel, if we break it up. All right. The other thing that we're going to be paying is going to be our water bill. So we have our water bill, and we're talking about for the month of October is when this bill is due. So for a bill due date, we're going to put this our October bill. We paid it on yesterday. That amount that we paid is going to be $92.75. Okay, I also paid my American Express bill. I paid on that bill. I did pay that it was due, or I paid it on the 7th. It's not due, but we just paid it. So I paid it yesterday, and that amount was $214.85 that we're going to be paying for Amex. And remember, we move our Amex bill over here to credit cards as well. So we'll also write Amex twice over here that we're going to be paying them $214.85. Okay. Now, the other thing, we do have 2 4x4s that we're going to be doing. We have a Betsy Johnson. So a Betsy J. And that particular one is going to be 3 of 4. So I'm almost done with Betsy Johnson. That bill is actually going to be due on the 11th. Okay. And then that's when they're going to take it out on the 11th. So that bill hasn't came out yet, but we are allocating funds for it to be paid. All right. Now, that particular Betsy Johnson bill is going to be for $76.24. Okay. We're going to put specific miscellaneous spending, which we will put Betsy J there. I'm supposed to be using my miscellaneous funds for this, but I don't know if I'm going to do that. I've really low-key been kind of using it for like my extras and like stuff when I went to, for instance, I went to Hobby Lobby, and so I used that money for that. So for the time being, we're moving it out over here to just specify the miscellaneous spending, but I don't think I'm going to be using it as miscellaneous, so we're just going to keep it in our bill pay. Okay, so it's already allocated in our bill pay. I'm not going to be re-giving myself the money from my miscellaneous because I'm using that money for something else. But that was the purpose of it. So that's why I put it on the side. Okay, I hope that makes sense. The other thing that we opened up a new Michael Kors. So we'll do Michael Kors, and that's going to be 1 of 4. That particular bill was due on the 7th. And that's when we took our first payment out. That particular amount is $79.84. Okay. And then lastly, we're going to be thinking about paying AAA. Okay. So we'll pay AAA. The AAA bill is due on the 7th. That bill should have already been paid. And the amount is going to be $17. Okay. So let's add this up and see where we are. So $643.50 plus $92.75 plus $214.85 plus $76.24 plus $79.84 plus $17. Okay, I didn't add something right. Something is wrong. Hold on, let's put Michael K. 79.4. That is 643.50 plus 92.75 plus 214.85 plus 76.24, so 24 plus 79.84 plus $17. That's right. Okay. So 11. So I actually am going to be spending in bills $11.24.18. All right. So we only had $17.35. So $17.35 minus 1124.18. That leaves me with $610 that we have left, y'all. So let's talk about what we're going to be doing with it. We're going to take our money and we're going to use, for our cash envelopes, we're going to use 455 of it for our variable spending. So minus 455. Now that amount did kind of change a little bit because I don't like the change that it was giving me. It was giving me like in 50 cents and 75 cents. So I kind of changed it up a little bit. Okay. If you watch my budget video already, then you know the amounts that I've already given myself. But if you have not watched the budget video, please go back and watch that video first. That way it'll make sense what we're doing here. Okay. So for the month of November, we gave ourselves $600 for the month of, for groceries. We'll divide that by 4. We're going to give ourselves $150. For gas, we gave our gas bill, we gave ourselves $360. We're going to divide that by 4, so that means it's going to be $90 a week that we need. For our out to eat budget, we're doing $200 this month. Let's divide that by 4. And we're going to give ourselves $50 each paycheck. And then we're going to do our nails and feet. We're giving ourselves $300 for the month divided by 4. That means that's going to be $75 each time we get paid. Lawn service, we're doing $100 divided by 4. That's going to be $25. And then for our miscellaneous, we're doing $260 this month. So $260 divided by 4. And that's going to give me $65. Okay. Now, from the last paycheck budget that we did in the end of November, in the end of October, for the month of October, we got paid on the 30th. Our totals was 183 for our groceries, 61.87. So we're not gonna put the totals here until we do our actual cash stuff, so that we can see how much money we have from this week to this week. Okay, this is the totals that we were starting off with, and then this is what we're adding. But of course, we need to see what we spent the money on. Okay, so that's that. Okay, now we had spent for the month of, let's go back. So we're starting off with $1,735. We've already spent $1124.18 in regular bills that we're keeping in our account. Okay, that left us with $610. Then we're gonna use $455 of it, so minus $455. That's gonna leave me with $155.82 to mess with. So we're gonna budget $155 of that. And $155 of that we're going to be using as our sinking funds, okay? So stay tuned, because I'm adding new sinking funds to my sinking funds and cash envelopes folder, but that video will be next, okay? So we're going to do minus $155. That's going to leave us with roughly 82 cents, which we'll just leave in the account. Okay, so we're going to know for a fact we're going to do car maintenance. Now, for this month, for car maintenance, I'm going to be giving myself $120 for this particular month. We're going to start off with $120. Divided by 4, that's going to give me $30 a week for car maintenance that we're going to be adding to our car maintenance. And for this particular fund, it's going to be used for like, oil changes, minor repairs, minor things that we may need for like washer fluid, anything that may come up that we can use for the car maintenance. Like if you need a sticker. The other thing I would love to be paying with this car maintenance has to do with like the toll road. They randomly take $40 out of our account and we never know when. So I feel like we can, if we start saving $30, we can add to it. The other thing is my I want to start my emergency fund. I would like to get up to $1,000 in that particular emergency fund, just to have in petty cash on hand, and then I can move that fund on to something else, like start saving that money towards something else. But for right now, for the month of November, we're going to try to save $160 for our emergency fund. So $160 divided by 4 is going to be $40. And then we're also gonna have an upcoming vacation. I have a vacation coming up into DR in January. So I want to go ahead and start putting some money up for that, just for like excursions and tips. So we're gonna give ourselves, for this month, we want to do like $200 for this month. So we're gonna do $50. And then lastly, we're gonna add one that's gonna be called Cali, California. I'm going to California for my work trip, and that's gonna be next month. They're gonna be paying for us to go and one night at the hotel, but that weekend is also the weekend that it's my husband's birthday, as well as we'll be celebrating our 10-year married anniversary that year. So this year. So that is actually, no, we'll be doing 9 years. We're already 10 years together. I think it'll be our 9-year anniversary this year, and then in 2025 that'll be 10 years. Okay, but anyway, we'll do California. I'm going out of town, so we're going to give ourselves, we want to give ourselves $100 for this month. So we're going to give ourselves $100. So $100 divided by 4 is going to be $25. Okay, so let's add that up. 30 plus 40 plus 50 plus 25. It's 145. I'm missing something. Hold on. 30 plus 40 plus 50 plus 25. It's 145. I'm missing some money. So hold on, y'all. So 30, 40, 50. Oh, it's only 145. I don't know why I got 155. This amount is actually going to be 155. I mean 145. Yeah, 145. Sorry, y'all. It's 145. I said 155, but it's actually 145. So it's going to be 30, 40, 50, and 25, and that's going to give me a total of $145, okay? For the total, which is right here. Okay, so that's how we're gonna do that, you guys. Now let's talk about how we're gonna be mixing that stuff up, y'all. I have 2 different banknote envelopes so that we can know what to get from the bank. One of them is for my variable spending, and then one of them is for my sinking funds. So let me show you guys how we're gonna do that. So we're gonna start off with groceries. So this is going to be variable. And the amount that we're going to do is going to be $150 for groceries, $90 for gas, $50 for out to eat, $75 for nails. Lawn service is going to be $25. And then we're going to do $65 for miscellaneous, okay? And then for our sinking funds, we're gonna do car maintenance, so we're gonna do $30 for that. We're gonna do $40 for emergency fund, $50 for upcoming vacation, and then $25 we're gonna be doing for Cali. All right. But let's do the first one first. So 150, how we're going to break up the 150? I'm going to be using 50s, 20s, 10s, and 5s, okay? So my plan is probably going to be 2 50s for that, which will give me $100. 2 20s and a 10. For the 90, we can do, I can do a, because I need change, let's do 4 20s and a 10. No, let's do a 4 20s and 2 5s. Because we have to split it up. So we'll do 4 20s and 2 5s. So 4 20s times 4 equals 80 plus 2 5s. 5 plus 5 equals 90, okay? So then 50, for my $50, for my out to eat budget, let's do 2 20s a 10 and a 2 20s and a 10. That'll be $50. Then for my nails, we can do 150, 120, and 15. For my lawn, we're gonna do 120 and 15. And then for my miscellaneous, we can do, depending on how many 50s I got, I could probably either do, I think I got a lot of 20s. So let's do 3 20s and 1 5. Okay, so that's gonna give us 50s. I'm gonna need a total of 3. 20s, I'm gonna need 2 plus 4 plus 2 plus 1 plus 1 plus 3. That's gonna give me 13. The 10s, I'm gonna need 2 of them. And then my 5s, I'm gonna need 2 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna need 5 of those, all right? So we got the first one done. And then lastly, we're gonna do our sinking funds. So for our sinking funds, we need $30. We're gonna do 121 and let's do 120 and 110. 40, we can do 2 20s. For the 50, which is our vacation fund, I probably can do either 150. We'll see how many 50s we have. I think I did them in 20s, but we'll do 2 20s and 150. And then for my 25, we'll do 120 and 15. Okay, that'll give me 1 plus 2 plus 2 plus 1. It's going to be 6, 2 20s, and then 1 5. All right, so my total that I'm going to be giving my teller so that she's going to be giving me the right money, we're going to give ourselves, of the 50s, we need a 3. We need 3 plus, that's it, so 3. We need 3. So we're going to put 3 50s. So 3 times 50. 3 times 50 is 150. All right, then for my 20s, we needed 13 for variable, and we needed 6, which is 19. I feel like I didn't get enough 20s. Yeah, low key, I feel like this one, y'all, because I already got the money. So I feel like instead of this one being 2 20s, I feel like this is let's take this off. And this might just be 150. So 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So it will put 4. So so for the 20s, we're gonna need a 4 plus a 13 is 17. So 17 times 20 is $340. Then in my 10s, we're going to need a 2 plus a 2. So we're going to need 4 of those. 4 times 10 is 40. And then in my 5s, we're going to need a 5 plus a 1. So that's 6. We don't need any 1s. So 6 times 5 is 30. So 150 plus 340 plus 40 plus 30 equals 560, which is minus 145 for my my sinking funds, and that leaves us $415. Something is wrong. Something is wrong, y'all. Hold on. See, that's why I like to not mess my stuff up. Okay, so 30, a 20, and a 10. 40. You got 30 plus 40 plus 50 plus 25 equals, yeah, 145. So that's how much money we got. So we got 120, 110, 2 20s, 150. Oh, see, my 50 is actually going to be 4. So I need 4. This is going to be 4. So 4 times 50, 4 times 50 equals 200. That's why I like to do this beforehand, because y'all imagine me trying to do this in front of the teller, and then I've already done it. So that's the other thing that's kind of throwing me off, because I already did it, and I just was trying to make sure I'm doing it right because I have the cash already. But anyways, so we got 200 plus 340 plus 40 plus 30 equal minus 145 equals 465. Girl, hold on, y'all. 45. Yeah, 455. So 455 plus 145 equals $600. That's how much money I should have. 600 minus 200 minus 340 minus 40 minus 30. Something is wrong. I'm $10 over. So let's see what it is. Let me put y'all on hold real quick and let's figure this out. 10, 30, 30 equals 600 minus 145 minus 455 equals exactly. Okay, y'all, so we finally got it together. After all that, which thank God I have these, because this is all what I'm doing before I actually walk up into the bank. So I'm actually loving these right now, because it's like I couldn't imagine. So when I get up in there, we're gonna be needing 200 plus 340 plus 30 plus 30 equals 600. So the total is going to be 600, and all together I should have 4 plus 17 plus 3 plus 6 bills, which is 30 bills. That's how much I should have, y'all. And so when I go, I made some smaller ones. So of course when I go to the bank, I'm going to just give her this one so I can reuse it. It won't be this big one. It'll be that. And it's already in my purse. And of course I already have the money in there, okay? So that's how everything is going to be looking for our bill pay for the first week in November. I am in love with it. I'm going to take this slip to go get my $600 cash out. And then our next video that we'll do will be our cash stuffing video for the first week in November. Okay, let's go ahead and put our page that we've already written on. This was my handwritten page. And all I'm doing is just keeping it back here with our budget. So this is our first paycheck. And I'm trying to figure out if I'm going to keep it in our budget part or if I'm going to keep it in there with my weeks, like when I'm paying the bills and stuff. I don't know yet. I actually do need to make a cute little bill pay situation too. So we'll make that so that it can go in here. But that's pretty much how we're going to be looking, you guys, for this particular month. I do need to make a cute little bill pay like this. Let me show you guys the one that I'm going to make. I'm not going to make it on this one, but I feel like that, of course, we need it. Make it just like this, and we're going to write down the bills that we paid, and we're going to keep that inside of our catch-all section, okay? So that is what we'll keep right here in our catch-all section. We got paid on the 7th, so we'll put it right here, okay? I just need to make that particular paper, but with everything else going on, I feel like that's enough for this particular video, okay? So if you guys have made it to the end of the video, thank you so much for making it to the end of the video. Thank you for enjoying my updated budget slips and doing all of my brand new budget with me. I'm so excited. I love it. If you guys enjoyed the video, please make sure you hit the like button for me. I definitely do appreciate it. If you are new around here and you enjoyed the video, not only hit that like button, but also hit the subscribe button, okay? I would love to have you come and join the budget. And until next time, you guys, my life on the budget.